Yo, what's going on, guys? Got here back in the video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the information, the details for LR Beast Gohan and LR Gamma 1 and 2. We've got a lot to go through here, so I don't want to take forever and just kind of ramble here. But, we're back. We're in the full swing of things. And, if you guys already did see the reactions, make sure you go ahead and give a like and subscribe. If you do enjoy the content, we are going to be back for summons, which we'll probably end up making more videos about that stuff as info comes out. Data download is tonight. It should be in about so it's about to turn 5 for me, so it should be in about 4 hours ish. We should get data download, and we're gonna be able to go ahead and look at these characters in game and kind of see just how they perform. But before we do that, why don't we go ahead and actually take a look at their kits on paper and see what they're doing. So let's go ahead and look at Beast Gohan first, since it was the first image there, and let's go ahead and see what he can do. So, all right, Beast Gohan, his leader skill is superhero, bond and master disciple, miraculous awakening, 3 key, 170% to stats, and then he gives an extra 30% stats to entrusted will or movie heroes. Okay, so this is going to allow him to have both himself. He's gonna have the Gammas on this leader skill. He's gonna have Orange Piccolo. He's gonna have Gogeta. He's gonna get to have Broly. He'll be able to have people calling Evo Ken, Super Blue Kaioken and Evolution Vegeta, EZA, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, STR UI Goku, Gohan and Piccolo could go on here. Sword of Hope Trunks, LR Future Gohan. Needless to say, this category or this team is stupid. Like it's quite dumb. So he's got a very good team. Okay, so he has an entrance animation. I believe this entrance animation is actually, yeah, it does have something down here. So we'll go ahead and see what that effect for that animation is. I don't believe there's any restriction on it, but we'll see. All right, 12 key. He's greatly raising attack for 1 turn and raising defense for 1 turn. So 50% attack for 1 turn, 30% defense for a turn. Colossal damage. Okay, not bad. And 18 key is he's greatly stacking attack. Good. And then 30% defense for 4 turns, similar to Broly. Broly does the same thing. So that's pretty good. And who else does someone else does full power Super Saiyan 4? Actually, I don't think it's the full power state. I think it's the just normal Super Saiyan 4. I think he does this. The defense raise for 4 turns, which is pretty good. We will take those. We will take those. Okay, I'm liking this. Greatly stacking attack is going to be good. He's just going to keep getting stronger. Now, he does not have an active skill attack, so it's not like he's building up towards anything like that. But you can't go wrong with somebody who can just keep getting stronger. I mean, you can never go wrong with that, right? Okay, and then his unit super attack is greatly raising his attack, so it's still stacking attack, still raising defense by 30% for 4 turns, doing Mega Colossal, and he is raising allies' chance to perform a crit by 20% and then disables an enemy action. Interesting. Okay, and you can do this when there's an ally whose name includes Piccolo on the turn, and then you have 18 key, obviously. Okay. Not too bad considering his team is Bond and Master and Disciple. We're gonna have a ton of Piccolos on there. So, and right now there's not like a ton of amazing Piccolos on that team. It's really just Orange Piccolo and then STR Piccolo off the top of my head. But chances are you have one of the two. So hopefully you can get this off, because this is pretty good. I mean, raising your ally's crit chance by 20% for the turn and disabling an action, that's pretty good. Now, obviously, that doesn't really, it's not really good if he's not a slot 1, but we will see here in this kit what he's actually doing to make use of this. So let's go ahead and look at the actual passes. So the Beast Unleashed, cool. Activates the entrance animation upon entry once only. He gets 8 key and a chance to perform a crit and damage reduction of 40% for 5 turns. Okay, so 40% chance to crit, minus 40 to damage received. Interesting. Okay, we like that. 5 turns. Now, events do go on kind of longer than 5 turns, like the 9th anniversary events. Events like Fusions of Masu, yeah, that's not going to be an issue. Omega, it'll go past 5 turns. Most of these new fights are going to go past 5 turns, but that's still going to be very good. Just as something to have at the start, because starting at your strongest is very, very useful in these new fights, because these turn 1 fights they're hitting hard. They're hitting really hard. Okay. Now what does he do? He has 3 ki and 250% attack and defense. Now 250% is quite a bit. That's quite a lot. I mean, keep in mind, Transform Broly, which I do have here. Actually, I did pull him up for this reason. What does he have? 300. I believe he has a 300%. 300%. Yeah. So, interesting. Here we are. That's pretty good. 250 is pretty good. Okay, and then gets 50% attack when attacking, and then additional chance to perform a crit plus 20. So he's now at 60. All this when ki is 24. So 60% crit. He's getting 50% extra attack on super. Okay, multiplicative buff is good. Interesting. I mean, we're looking pretty good so far. Gain an additional 80% defense and reduces damage received by 20% when ki is 24 when receiving an attack. Okay, so now we're at 60% damage reduction and multiplicative defense. We like to see that because it's when we're receiving an attack. That's why. He gets extra ki per keys obtained. That's good because I mean he just want to be at 24 ki, so we'll like that. But to be fair, he's got 8 here. He's got 3 here. I mean, dang, for the first 5 turns, he's at 11 already, and then plus the leader skill at 6. That's 17 keys already starting at. So he has to get 7. That's it. So 24 keys is gonna be very easy for this character. That's good. Okay, and then next he does a guaranteed super attack, and all allies 3 ki, other than this character, so he does not get the ki when receiving attack or after receiving attack. So there's a difference here. When receiving attack, after receiving attack. So keep that in mind. He will get this damage reduction before he's even hit. This he has to actually get hit for. Kind of like Orange Piccolo. He gets that ki. But he does need to get hit to do an additional super. Interesting. Alright. 1 ki and 1 ki per attack received, max of 5, and attack plus attack and crit plus 20%. Gain an additional attack and chance. Yeah, wait, what? Really? Ki plus 1 per attack received, max ki of 5, and gain additional attack and chance to perform a crit plus 20 per attack received. Ooh. Okay. Wait, hold on. So now, what is he at? 20, 20, 40. He's now at 80% chance to crit. But it can go up, obviously, because it's per attack received. So we're saying if this guy gets hit 5 times before he attacks, he's getting an extra 100% attack? Wow. This guy's going to hit really hard, isn't he? This guy should be doing some damage. 20%. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. Gain an additional chance to perform a critical hit and reduces damage received by 20%. And all allies ki plus 2 starting from the turn in which this character has performed their 5th attack or received their 8th attack. And reminder, this guy has the taunt here. Wow, yeah. So, I mean, just reading here, this is best unit in the game. Right? Because he's starting out doing all this. Like, we got Broly, we were just looking at there. Broly is amazing, of course, but Broly is not doing these abilities turn 1. This guy, what is his 5th attack performed or 8th attack received? With the taunt being a thing, which you can get, able to be activated from starting from the turn. So you take 1 attack and they can taunt. Redirect all attacks. I mean, he can get this passive up like relatively quick before his intro runs out. So then he's going to have potentially 80% damage reduction. In slot 1, he can guaranteed guarding against all attacks. I mean, nothing's hurting this guy. Nothing is hurting this guy. In the first 5 turns, nothing can hurt this dude, bro. And unlike someone like Future Gohan, right? He's got 60% damage reduction, which is what this guy's gonna have. Most of the time, like at the very first turn, he's gonna have 60%. But this guy has got a lot more stats going on here, and he's getting this multiple. Yeah, this guy is he's gonna be able to eat hits like Future Gohan can't. Future Gohan is not able to do it as well. Turn 1, after the first turn, he can go in slot 1 and it can work. But yeah, man, that's really good. Like, having someone who can just always go in slot 1. I mean, imagine running 2 of this guy, and then you're gonna have these. What is this actual effect? So we said, yeah, when he takes a hit, he gets the taunt. It gives him 24 ki, which he needs for a lot of these abilities here. 158% active skill buff defense, and then redirects all attacks and guarantee crits. Whoa, like, oof, man. I mean, like, I understand, like, we didn't get Beast for a long time, but, like, my God. Like, this is ridiculous. 158% active skill defense. Like, let's just, like, think about that. Future Gohan gives himself 20. Vegeta and Trunks, 20 on their active. Kid Gohan. I'm actually not remembering Kid Gohan off the top of my head. I kind of want to look up Kid Gohan, not gonna lie. What is Kid Gohan's? Is his also 20? Or is it 58? Let me see. It's Kid Gohan. He raises defense by 20% for 2 turns. That's 20% defense for 2 turns. So, and this Gohan's doing 158. 158. So, I mean, let's just think about that. Like, you guys, I'm sure people have used Vegeta and Trunks. I'm sure people have used Kid Gohan or Future Gohan. You know how much their active skill is going to buff their defense. And that's only 20% for those characters. I believe Future Gohan's 20. I could be misremembering. It might be 30 or something, but something similar. Just clock that. Just keep that in mind. So, yeah, this is best unit in the game. This is what we wanted, though. This is what we wanted. They waited so long for Beast to finally be playable, and they did him right. They understood the assignment. So, very good on Amatsu here. Very good. This is what we want to see. This is the kit we want to see. So, Lynx, he's got All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Infighter, Shocking Speed, Prepared for Battle, nice, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So, Ultimate Gohan, LR Ultimate Gohan, does not have Prepared for Battle. I can't remember what this is, but he does not have Prepared for Battle. So, this Gohan having it is going to be really good. Shocking Speed and Prepare for Battle, that's a good combo to add. And then he's got a ton of categories: Hybrid Saiyans, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, Siblings Bond, Bond of Master and Disciple, Exploding Rage, Connected Hope, Miraculous Awakening, Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent and Child, Earthbred Fighters, and Superheroes. Huge buffs to all those teams. Huge buffs. We like to see that. So that's Beast Gohan. That's best unit in the game kit right there. That's the best unit in the game kit right there. Because it's like there's nothing tied to any of this. Like, it's just turn 1, he's starting out and he can do all this stuff. Aside from this extra 20% damage reduction that he has to take hits for or do hits. But, like, man, we like to see that. It's very impressive. Okay, I like that. This Gohan's gonna be fun to try out tonight. This is gonna be a fun character. Okay. I see what you're on. I see what timing you're on, Gohan. Let's see what the Gammas can do. Let's see what the Gammas can they match. Can they match this? Probably not. I don't think they can. But let's go ahead and look at them. Gamma 1 and 2, Int. I don't think I mentioned that. Gohan is STR, by the way. He is STR. Int, so they lead 200% to Superheroes. 3 ki, sure. They are Carnival, obviously. Duh, that's going to be 200% later. Okay. So their 12 ki is just 30% attack and defense for 1 turn. Cost damage, sure. Basic, but it gets the job done. And 18 ki is 50% defense, attack and defense for 1 turn. Again, pretty basic, but even better. It's good. Okay, so they have no intro. Yeah, they get 3 ki attack and defense plus 125%. Then they get another 3 ki and another 125% attack and defense when HP is 30% or higher. Okay, so I mean, add that up, that's 250, just like Beast. They give Superheroes, Join Forces, and Defender of Justice category allies 3 ki and 50% attack and defense. We like 3 ki 50% support. We do like that, and that's the 3 categories. And Superheroes is busted, and they're going to lead it. So you can run 2 of them, technically, if you wanted. I don't know why you wouldn't run Beast, but you could run 2 of this character and have this support just flying around if you float them off and stuff. That's very good. Alright, chance to perform a critical hit plus 30% and perform additional super attack up to twice per turn per int key sphere obtained. So they can do their normal super, they can do 2 more. If they get 2 int key spheres, they'll get 2, guaranteed 2, and then they can get a hidden potential. So that's 4 supers. Okay, pretty good. Chance to perform a critical hit plus 12% and perform an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super attack up to twice per turn per AGL or STR key sphere obtained. Now, I had originally read this, and I had thought that this was like, oh, they can do 6 super attacks. That's not the case. That's not the case. It's very different. I hadn't read over this part that they use different orbs. So that's the difference, right? So if you get the int key spheres, you're guaranteeing yourselves additional super attacks. If you're getting the AGL STR, you can get 2 super attacks, but there are chances to be them. So, and obviously you're not able to pick up multiple colors of key spheres. So you can only get one of the other parts of the passive, or none if you can't seem to get int, AGL, or STR. So all things to keep in mind. And they get 50% attack and defense and 30% damage reduction starting from the turn, and this character performs their 3rd attack. That's light. Even if you get 1 int key sphere, the chance of you getting a hidden potential goes up significantly. And they don't have to be super. So if you could just get 2 AGL or 2 STR, you're guaranteed turn 3, they have their 30% damage reduction and extra attack and defense. We'd like to see that. Okay, not bad. All right, they have a standby. Can be used when HP is 70% or less, or when this character is attacked 3 or more times. So same type of thing again, and it's not super attacks. So this is a turn 3 standby, light work, or turn 2 technically if you can get this HP. If you instantly take some damage, you get under 70, you just instantly go into standby. That's pretty strong. Alright, so they enter the standby mode for 4 turns and gain 1 charge count for each ally attack performed. So just like Sword of Hope Trunks, they do attacks, or allies do attacks, and it builds up their charge count. Okay? Let's see, I guess we'll see the links. Yeah, he talks about the actual standby mode. Okay, under links. So Android Assault, Red Rim RB, Shocking Speed, Hero Justice, Signature Pose, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Looks very similar to the T-War Gammas. Obviously there's something different here. I guess we can go ahead and look. What category? They're not in any of these categories, bro. Let's go back to you, and then we can go to Superhero, and we can go ahead and look at the Gammas. What their links are looking like. Let's just do Gamma 1. Okay, so the Android Assault, Cold Judgment. That's the difference. That's the difference there. Yeah, they don't have Cold Judgment. What does Gamma 2 have? Because Gamma 2 definitely does not have Cold Judgment. Let's see. Innocence. Here's the Innocence. Okay. So that's the difference there. Because they got Legendary Power. Alright. Categories. Androids, Movie Heroes, Join Forces, probably Superheroes, Artificial Life Forms, Worthy Rivals, Special Pose, Defender of Justice, Accelerated Battle, Entrusted Will, All Out Struggle, Connected Hope, Final Trump Card, Full Power, and Battle of Fate. A lot. That's a lot. Is that more than Gohan? It's about the same. Okay. Alright, standby mode. They get 30% attack and defense here on the 12 key, 50% on their 18 key, and then raises superclass allies defense by 50% for 1 turn. So this is not something you're probably going to see like affect the entire rotation, because unless they're slot 1 character. But I don't think they are. So we'll see. Okay, so they have their finisher, Do or Die, full energy release, can be used when charge count is 1 or more. The effect simply raises attack by 100%. 100% attack per charge count is crazy. That's a lot. Like, imagine you're getting like, all these characters are doing so many attacks. Imagine you're getting like 10, 12 attacks, and you're just raising your attack by like 1,000%, and then super ultimate damage multiplier. I'm not sure how much that is in comparison to like the what's like Gogeta's active skill multiplier. Like, I don't know. And then stuns the target. So, I mean, I don't know how much you'll see this actually end up being something important, but it's still pretty good. if the enemy can be stunned later on. Alright, the passive. 6 key and 250% attack and defense. Reduces damage received by 50%. I mean, that's already pretty good. Depending on the phase, if it's like a attack phase, they can definitely go slot 1. So that's good. Gain additional 50% attack and defense when attacking. Good. They still have their 50% support. Nice. Chance to perform a crit and perform an additional super attack up to twice per turn. It's just the same thing. Okay, so literally it's the same thing, the same kit, except they have 250% attack and defense unconditional. They have 50% damage reduction instead of their potential 30%. And they have an extra 50% attack and defense when attacking, which I guess they don't typically have, although they do have that 50% attack and defense here, which I don't know if this is considered. I don't know if this is multiplicative though. I'm not sure if this is. This is obviously the 50% when attacking is multiplicative, but I don't know if that first one in the base Gamma 1 and 2 state is. So they might end up doing a little bit more damage here in this state. You know, something that's like you don't want to gloss over though is that this is a character who has a standby who is fairly, I mean, gonna be fairly tanky with their 50% damage reduction, but they can actually attack. Obviously, they have to for their ability, but like that's like really good. Like you have the Boo Duo or Super Saiyan 4, like Oob, and they can't attack. This guy is actually able to, which is really cool. These guys are able to actually attack and you know, be able to actually do some damage. So that's great to see. Okay. Now we have the post standby. No, I saw Goresh say that in the standby form, the post standby, he only included stuff that was new, so that's why the 12 key is in here. That means their 12 key post standby is still 30% attack and defense, and their 18 key changes from 50% attack and defense to and superclass allies defense by 50% for 1 turn. Now it's 50% attack and defense, raises superclass allies defense by 50% for 2 turns. So now they can go in slot 3, and it could actually matter because it's going to be affecting the turn after as well. So that's really good. Alright, and then their passive, key 3, 150% attack and defense, so it goes down from their standby form. Interesting. Damage reduction by 15%, okay, also going down. Gain additional 3 key in 150% attack and defense, and then reduces damage received by 15% if HP is 30% or higher. Okay, so 30% damage reduction if their HP is 30% or higher. Okay. Then gains an additional 50% attack and defense when attacking. Okay, so still getting that. They still have their support. Same thing. Does an additional super attack for free. No condition. Just does the additional. Changes AGL key spheres into int. Okay. Gain an additional chance to perform a crit by plus 20%. Max of 100%. And reduces damage received by 10%. Max of 50% per enter. STR key sphere obtained. Okay. So this guy can potentially have 80% damage reduction and 100% in guaranteed crits. That's pretty good. Now he can only do guaranteed 2 supers. He doesn't have as many additionals as before. Maybe that's why they were comfortable giving him 100% crit chance potentially. Looking at it here, I'm thinking that this form is just gonna. Is this form gonna do more damage? I think it is. This form has to be with 150. I mean, I guess to be no, I guess not. If you're over 30%, this is 300% attack and defense, then 50%. So no, this will hit harder. Okay, this will hit harder. And then defensive support here, they're already giving. I mean, that's crazy. They're no Beast Gohan. They are definitely not Beast Gohan, but they are something. They are something. This character is quite strong. This is a pretty good character. Okay, so that's what they're cooking up. This is what they're cooking up for part 2. They got best unit in the game, Beast Gohan, and I mean this is like a potential top 5 character for sure. They might be lower, higher, kind of. I think this character is going to be harder to tell. Beast is pretty obvious. I think it's pretty obvious. I'm pretty sure like we can tell. I know they have good stats. We did see their stats already. They have good stats, so we do know that. Was it? They're going to have like 21, 20, 15 here. They're going to have like 15, 20, 20. Yeah. Good stats. So there we go. That is LR Beast Gohan and the LR Gammas. That is their what their kits are looking like. That's the breakdown for today. Let me know what you guys think. This looks like a pretty strong character. Both of them, they look like a pretty strong character. I think the Gammas are probably going to need some time, like, to actually use them and see just how good they're going to end up being. But Beast, like, for sure, he's got to be best unit in the game. There's no way he isn't. He just can't take damage, and he's going to be able to do some pretty good damage, it seems, with all those crits. Yeah, we're looking like we're going to have a really good part 2. This is easily the best part 2 we've had. So if you guys did enjoy the little breakdown here, I say a little, the video is almost 30 minutes long. Sorry, not sorry. I could have split this up, but I figured we could get it done in one video and just get it over with. So there we go. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video where we go ahead and try them out. And we're going to see just how good Beast Gohan and LR Gammas are. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.